Assalamualaikum. Today I will present for subject electronic workshop course code BEY1313. We are from BEY semester 2 session 2021/2022. We are from group 4. The title we choose is Safety Precaution for Soldering. This video prepared by me, Nur Aisyah binti Abdul Rahim, matrix number B082110022. My team's member is Siti Nur Ain Sarwani binti Jamaluddin, matrix number B082110261, and Nur Ayuni binti Muhammad, matrix number B082110253. This video prepared for Madam Kamila binti Jaafar and Madam Nurul Kausa binti Abdul Majid. Introduction. Soldering is a technique for connecting two metals together using electricity. A filler metal with a lower melting point than the other metal is generally used in the fusion of two metals. The two metals are fused together throughout the process. This is a harmful practice because it can harm your physical, mental and health. As a result, it's critical to take the required precautions to avoid injuries. This picture shows how to solder. Things we need is soldering iron, solder, copper pad, circuit board components such as LED, resistor and others.
Health and safety rules for soldering. Always wet the sponge. Never touch the iron. Never touch the top of the soldering iron. Well, for you to be safe, you should never touch the tip of the soldering iron. The main reason being that it is heated to about 400 degrees of volts coming out from the iron, which is enough to kill you on the spot. This is a dangerous zone to touch and you should never place your hand whatsoever on the tip. This is for your safety. Use the stand. Always return the soldering gun to where its stand is. Put it in its stand or toolbox. This is to prevent accidents from occurring. You might mistakenly sit or step on it and get injured. Also, a child might get into contact with it and be harmed. So it's important that you keep it in its stand. Eye protection. Wear protective goggles. Goggles play an important role in protecting your eyes from the direct rays from the soldering gun, the iron. The iron has some of the sharpest ray, and when they come into contact with the eye, they will damage it, and with time blindness might occur. Wash your hands. Solder has lead, which is a very poisonous metal, and it is important that you wash your hand after working. Wear heavy clothes. At your workplace, it is advised that you wear heavy clothes and make sure that they fit you tightly. This is to prevent you from coming into contact with any of the product from the soldering iron. These fumes are so dangerous, especially when they come into contact with the skin. Ventilated areas. Fumes coming out from the soldering iron have poisonous substances that are not good for your health. It is recommended that you move to ventilated areas so that you can get fresh air. Also, it is advisable that you move your head to the side, but not above to prevent direct contact with the fumes. And the last one is to turn off and unplug the solder if we didn't use it. Thank you.
Advantage does not erupt. Since solder flow at lower temperatures, the metal connected do not melt or rot. They maintain their original size and shape, even if the person soldering make mistake. Lower heat. Soldering require temperature around 400 F. Welding require far higher heats. Conduct electricity. The solder flow between the electrical connector to bond them together. Since the solder is metal, it conducts electricity. Multiply connection. Circuit board floated on a molten solder bath make multiply connection with a single operation. The solder only stick to the component and not to the board itself. easy to learn. Soldering does not require any particular skill. You can learn to solder electronic components, plumbing or jewelry with easy to follow instructions found on several websites.
Conclusion: soldering is a helpful and necessary activity for many technology, engineering and science lab tests. As previously stated, soldering can pose a number of safety issues. Without suitable engineering control, standard operating procedure, and direct instructor supervisions are not in place. User must know resource for coping with medical situations caused by soldering, like burn, poisoning, toxic swallowts, and others. Instructors also should remember to examine and address many of the safety issues as stated throughout this video before, during, and after all soldering activities. That's all from us. Thank you.